Oh, okay. Existential crisis. Wait, why is the word boogaloo? Oh my god. Now it's just electric asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Damn it. I'm gonna have to change the title in case they're like, what did you put in the title? Ah, man. I can't have electric boogaloo. How do I edit this?
Limitless is here.
I can't edit. I might need to install the damn YouTube Studio app. Hold on, it shouldn't take 3 seconds. Welcome everybody to the 5 Lapper Championship. Numero 2, Electric Boogaloo. That's what the title says, okay? It says Boogaloo. We have some special guests. We have some drivers from our MvP lot freshly raced up, ready to go. And we have some drivers from previous championships, and we have some drivers, some new drivers. Who is it that they said was like the who did they say like the esports driver was? I forget.
Limitless.
Limitless, is he here?
Yeah, he is. He's in.
He will be judged harshly. Content. Live. Oh, I'm gonna have to like stop and start the stream and change the title.
Alright.
Can I be asked? Oh, I'll change it in post. You know how it is. You don't like it, change it in post. Alright, hold on. How do I can do this. I can edit this live, surely. Edit. Nope. Hold on. Analytics. Nope. Manage videos. Live. Nope. Google time. Oh, hold on. I should probably introduce you. Hello, I'm Cameron. And I'm joined by Cammy. Who is also Cameron, but I will refer to him as Cammy. Yes.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. This is my first time commentating, so probably going to be a bit rusty, but hopefully all will go well. Hopefully all will go well.
Okay, yeah, I can't change the title. I'll just pretend it was intentional. Just, oh yeah, that specific number of asterisks. Why can't I put boogaloo? Like, what is boogaloo a bad word?
I don't think I've ever heard that word be used before, so.
Because it's like whenever it's like, oh, the B movie 2, Electric Boogaloo. You always say Electric Boogaloo after 2 for some reason. It's just an internet meme. But I can't put Boogaloo as a stream title. This is such a scam.
It'd be funny if it's just a really offensive word. You've said it about 1,000 times in the stream, just gets taken down.
Yeah. I think it might be something to do with booger or like loo. Oh, it might be loo, as in like toilet.
Damn it, I've got an iron pot.
Maybe they don't want toilet in the title or something. Because they check for specific characters next to each other, and Roy has just pinged the whole stream to the entire 5 Lapper Championship, and the title's got asterisks in it. I swear I'm professional. Yes. Right, we're gonna get going. Hopefully soon. Bro, I was promised a 15-minute break. I didn't realize I had to set up the stream, down a pint of water, do everything in that 15 minutes, and set up the stream and go live 5 minutes before.
To be fair, I think they're looking for an 18th driver because somebody's dropped out, so...
Who's dropped out?
A bit more of a break. I have no idea. Roy just said there's another seat available.
Oh. We are missing a driver, yeah. Oh, Limitless. Driving for Mercedes. Oh, of course Roy puts himself as the esports driver.
I think it was actually Mike that chose the teams, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
Roy definitely bribed. Roy is definitely said put me with the esports driver. I don't know if Limitless is an esports driver. I'm just throwing that term around like good, meaning good.
I think he's incredibly good.
Yeah. So what I've been told is Limitless is like the pro. So I'm essentially going to call him an esports driver. I don't know if esports driver is what he is as profession, but it's just as in he is very good, probably to the level of an esports driver. Just for some clarification on that matter, Jesus Christ, Roy, what have you done with this stream? 20 people, welcome all. Absolute pleasure to be having you tonight. Watching some very interesting 5-lapper races. I am joined by a fellow Cameron of Cami, who is currently...
We're going to have to distinguish. You're Cameron, I'm Cami. So if there's any questions in chat, specifically relating to one of the Camerons, he is Cameron, and I'm Cami.
I am Cameron. He is Cami. Or you can call me Dave or Alvin or anything. All coming from Limitless. All coming from Limitless. I'm confused. Yo, let's go, JD. Oh, I don't even know some of these people. But we have fans. I'm so excited for this. We have some hype in the chat building. But yes. If I'm correct in saying, cash prizes on the line. But I haven't been told the cash prizing.
I have. I think it is a grand total of 100 Great British Pounds for the winner.
What? For the winner?
Yep.
Is that it? No second or third place this time?
I never got told anything about second or third. I think it's just £100 for the winner.
Ooh, $100 dues. Not dollary dues.
Could be exchanged for V-Bucks if needed.
Nah, he's not good. Limitless, put the YouTube link in his Discord. I'm here for banter. Who is Limitless? Apparently, Limitless is what I've been told. It's 100 bitcoins. Fair enough. Imagine. It's 150, 30, 20, 10. What was the budget? Wow.
Who's paying for all this? Not me, anyway. It's
not me. This ain't coming out. This ain't coming out my wallet. Limitless has 230k subscribers. Damn. Okay.
There's going to be quite a lot of quality in here, actually. David was saying earlier that he'd be happy with a top 10 or something in quality, so that just kind of shows you.
There's like decent quality, yeah.
Top dog in our league.
I know who he is. Limitless should give the winner 1k. God, he's not Mr. Beast. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, though. We have got a fair few people in the chat. Please welcome all. I do read the chat where I can, but 5 laps are really quick, really fast, very, very rapid. So if I do miss a chat message, please do bear with me, but I will try my best to read it, and Cammy will probably keep me posted on it as well.
I've got it.
Anything important comes up. And also, you can be eyes on Discord too, in case some race restarts or whatever.
Yep, we do have our 18 drivers now, though, so I think we're ready to get underway.
Nice. We also have live stewarding, just to give out penalty points for, if there's, a large crash or, purposeful crashing, etc., etc. It'll just be, penalty. Not like time penalties, as in penalty points. 3 penalty points, you're out the show. Sounds really quick, really rapid, and that's it. I can't say that on YouTube. Roy is just announcing any reserves for a prize event in our MvP Discord, which is our YouTube channel we're streaming this on, and the viewership is climbing. Welcome all. Wow. Let's go, indeed. Let's go. Banter Brandon in the YouTube chat. So, how this works to my knowledge, it's going to be qualifying for Bahrain, 5-lapper race. Every time after that, it will just be a reverse of the standings. They'll reverse the standings order and then go, because qualifying takes a lot of time, because loading, all that stuff. Last time we did 10 races with qualifying before each. Didn't work out too well. I got very tired. I was also by myself. But we're going to get going. Let's see the pace on some of these drivers. One-shot quality is always really hard to commentate for me. But any surprises jumping out at me straight away? Mitch GK, that's a new name to me. Harvey Pro currently first. Brandon AJ currently second. MVP driver, hence why I know him. And it's really weird to see Roy in a Mercedes. Unbeaten Sign having a great race a few moments ago, actually running second right now. Jeff has Jeff K has who spun round?
Banter Brandon is spun round.
I'm on board with Snoopy, so that means Unbeaten Sign is currently on pole position going into the middle of Sector 2. David currently running P2. David, the quickest of the MVP bunch, I argue. AJ second there. Limitless coming up the order now, going through the tricky Sector 2-3 transition.
Limitless coming up. Oh no, he's going back down the order. Don't know if he's had a spin there. He's gone down to 16th from P2.
Ooh. Harshrav, our previous tournament winner, I believe, currently in P1. David looking to dethrone. I'm going to try and cut up. Who's going to get in front? It's going to be David DePay on pole for Bahrain, followed by Harshrav, the previous championship winner, and Zetaik, who I remember, but maybe competing in the last one. Zetaik currently takes P3. We'll have a quick rundown of the grid in a moment. But we were going to see how this plays out, though. David was happy with P10 or above. Is going to be starting P1 for Bahrain, followed by Harshrav, our previous winner. And then Zetaik P3, AJ P4, Unbeaten Sign P5, Martin P6, Mitch P7, Lazy but Talented P8, Sleepy Dread P9, Harvey P10, Roy P11, Burmeister P12, Rizard P13, Sammy Bow P14, Banzer Brandon 15th, Limitless 16th, LA P17th, and Jeff K P18. LA is a great username. What happened to Limitless? Spin? I think so. These guys are quick.
I think he got a track limits violation. I think he got disqualified.
Oh, track limits violation. That would make a bit more sense. Wow. 40 viewers. I think that's the most I've had. And I commentate for a fair few leagues, so I'm quite happy. It's good exposure.
Austin says he is better than Limitless. Confirmed. Big talk there from Austin.
Oh.
I mean, this is going to help Limitless out, because now the reverse grid, he's already going to be at the front. This is going to help him out.
Well,
he's not going to have to fight through the whole field now.
Well, if you think about it, AJ can talk the talk, but it's what happens on track is what's going to really put it to rest, as we're going to go for 5 red lights. And we're green in Bahrain for the first race of the night. David gets away pretty well. 2 Ferraris there of Harshrav and AJ are going to slot up into 2 and 3. Zetaik has fallen down to P4. There's a McLaren that's spun round on the first corner. Sadly, it is one of the Ferraris of AJ has dropped round as Zetaik makes it up back into P3. Unbeaten Sign down a few positions. Let me just put on the position change to make my life a little bit easier. One of the Hasses of Mitch has now just trying to get past. Unbeaten Sign going to go straight into the wall. No one's fault there. Just a little bit of spinning there happening. AJ running quite high up. There's an Alpha Tauri having a little bit of fight with Snoopy there in the McLaren. Lazy but talented. And there's an Alfa Romeo. Oh my goodness. Goes flying into the stratosphere. I don't know what's happened there. But there's a McLaren way off track limits. That will be SFR Martin. Harvey, Banter Brandon, we're looking at this sort of area on the track. all get really packed up. 5 laps, lot of action. We have Limitless chance in the chat. Limitless, currently P13. We have a few laps until the pace picks up a bit with DRS. But I don't think we need the pace picked up. We have a lot of quick drivers on the grid here. And there's another car gone. Who is that? Who was that? I couldn't quite tell. As Harvey is passed by 3 cars at once. Who was it? Do you know, Cammy?
It was Samibo, I think.
Samibo.
Dropping down. But, David's holding position. All of the top 4. I was waiting to say.
Oh no, never mind. Commentator's curse. Welcome to the world where we can depict the race outcome. Hushrav takes first. David has been dethroned as of now. Of course, only second lap of 5. We have quite a diverse set of circuits, so we'll see hopefully a few different winners. But at the end of the day, it'll be the quickest at the top. Limitless just gave himself a challenge in qualifying. He really did. But it is reverse grids. From this race onwards, so definitely less cars to weave through than in this race, but it was sort of strategical, but it's reversal to standings order, so if he ends up getting a lot of points, then he's going to be put right back down to the back again. So, yeah, Roy, I think they're just being overtaken by Banter Brandon, lazy but talented, looking for a move.
7 places.
Up 7 places. Damn, he is! Wow. Doing a pretty good job for himself. Banter Brandon, definitely someone to look out for. Limitless up 7 now after overtaking Roy, going wide a bit there. But Roy will not be letting that one slide. Banter Brandon got a pretty decent gap. Our first 1 second gap has formed near the front. It's from Mando to Zataik. As Hushrav goes fastest of the Grand Prix so far, 129.732.
He's almost got David out of his DRS already.
Yeah, DRS is enabled, so maybe a chance to catch up here with DRS being enabled, but with that small margin for error, it's going to be very hard to maintain that gap. Alele up 5 positions after, I think, starting last. No, second to last. And Jeff K also up 5 positions after starting last. So, I don't know what's happened here, but we're sort of seeing how things are filtering out. Brandon is my goat. Brandon is on pad. Rapido. Or Rapido. I'm sorry if I was to channel the Spanish in that word. Yeah, I mean, Brandon's showing some decent pace. Limitless also showing pace. Go on.
I've been on board with Brandon. He's all over Mark. He's a way to go and pass him here, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's moved on. Yeah, moved on. They're done and dusted, taking just better lines, really, and a lot better speed.
Mark's coming back at him here.
Oh, yeah. He's a bit talented, looking for a move. No, backs out into the corner. Yeah, we're seeing some very quick racing. Towards the back, there's a lot of smaller gaps, so I'm going to cut to Alele. Going side by side with AlphaTauri Burmeister. And now it's 3 wide as the Williams. Oh, and it's taken Roy with him. Maybe not too happy. Maybe stewards might need to get on that one. But 10-second time penalty for Alele for cutting a corner, which really wasn't like cuttable, I guess. Banter Brandon has moved up another position on Snoopy Dread. Absolute performance, getting them there. Unfortunately, I could not join because of my internet. Unlucky. I mean, we had a room. We would have had room for 2 more drivers, but they wanted live stewarding instead, which we can do. But the stewards only really listen to us anyway. Limitless. The popular name amongst the people, currently running P8, going to be looking for a move on Snoopy Dread as well, maybe after Banter Brandon being able to get by, but no avail just yet, as we're going to go on to the final lap. So it's going to be very much pressure on for the drivers who want to make up the positions. Of course, the higher you are now, the lower you're going to start in the future races, because actually, it doesn't really... Some people will just have 0 points. I don't know how they're going to deal with that, because multiple people are going to have 0 points who finish below P10. Not my issue to work out. Unbeaten Sign is going to look for a way past AJ down the inside. Very risky send, but no major off-cuts there of either of them. So they both remain intact. Jeff K and Burmeister there. I don't know if they swap positions or not. Stick on Limitless, who always saves the RS for last laps. Okay. Let's see. Oh, no, it's 25% ERS. But we'll give it a quick look at, as it's the fan favourite. Mitch GK getting past Martin as Limitless has gone purple sector 1. Do we get fastest lap points?
Yeah, I would think so.
I would imagine, yeah. Wait, I don't remember the official F1 point scoring. So I'm just gonna say yes.
Yeah, I would think so.
But,
so if Limitless can get it, then it'll be an extra point wherever he finishes.
Yes. It is though. For the first race, it seems that I'm sorry. I saw that in the chat and I was like in my peripheral. But it's gonna be Harshrav, the previous 5-lapper championship winner, who's gonna take home the first win in Bahrain. Harshrav wins the Bahrain Grand Prix, followed by David and Zataik. Then Mando, Unbeaten Sign, Banter Brandon, Limitless, Lazy But Talented, Jeff K, Harvey Pro, Burmeister, Martin, Snoopy Dread, and then followed by Roy Rizard, Samibo, Mitch, and Aleale. Jesus Christ, that is the quickest time I've had drivers cross from the first person crossing line to the last person. That must be the quickest I've had in recent times. Banter and Limitless are looking very strong in race. They do. Me and him go way back to 2017. Wow. Some drivers racing with experience on their side, but Harshrav in the Ferrari is going to take the first win of the night. First win doesn't equate to winning the whole thing, but this man's got experience, and there's no doubt about that. Cammy, what were your thoughts on that race?
Really impressed by Brandon, of course, and Limitless. Brandon, I think he made up, 9 places fighting through the field. Harshrav looked pretty comfortable up front. He was able to keep sort of half a second at least to David after he passed him, and then on the last lap he was over a second. So I don't think he's really feeling the pressure from David there. Unlucky for Roy get caught up in that crash, but yeah, pretty strong race from everybody. I think David will be happy with that result though. Consider it, well, maybe not since he started on pole, but before the race I think he would have taken it all day long. I was talking to him earlier, and he didn't have that high expectations, but I think they'll be a bit higher now after that first race.
I have a bit of confidence in himself.
Yeah.
That was just me scrolling through the grid order. So, any previews? Are there stewards? Yes, there are 2 live stewards spectating the race along with us. Essentially, they have the stream up, so if we say, hey, maybe stewards should take a look at that, they can. Of course, they're also looking at their own incidents in case things happen. So, yeah. It's just, if there's big collisions, they might say, okay, you're having a penalty point for that. 2 more penalty points, you're out the event. So, yeah. Not nice. No bad drivings, essentially. We're going to Imola. See, I don't know the calendar. So this is a surprise to me as we go along. All I've been told is that Baku's on the calendar, and I hate that. I'm sorry to all the Baku lovers, but I had a 25% sprint race, feature race format in F1. It took 4 hours to complete it because of the volume of safety cars. It was utter pain to commentate. I went insane. But not fun. Commentators don't have it easy, especially around a circuit which has a lot of safety cars. I sort of sent a message to to the event organizers. I said, hey, can we substitute Baku for maybe like a better track like Singapore? Because Singapore is a good track to commentate. And they were like, not really. I'm like, ah. They know I hate Baku as well. Because this event's been organized by MvP, of course, which is lovely to see. I'm their kind of personal commentator. I'm the only commentator they have, really. Yeah, they know my likes and my hates, and they were trying to go for an all-round calendar, which I respect. But if you wanted a street track, you go with Singapore, Jeddah, or Monaco. Monaco could actually be a bit temperamental for some people, and there's not really too much action there either. But I like Monaco, okay? My point being, if I had to pick the calendar, it'd be very different to what they picked. How do you feel about the calendar, Cammy?
I actually don't mind the calendar. Let me just go back and have a look at all the tracks here. 2 seconds.
I don't know it, so that's why I'm asking you.
Right. Bahrain, Imola, then we go to Miami, then Silverstone, and then we go to Austria, Monza, Baku, your favourite, and then finish on Mexico.
Mexico?
Yep, that's our finale, Mexico.
What about Abu Dhabi? What about any of the tracks from the second half of the calendar? Like, what about, like, China? I mean, actually, some people hate China, but I don't mind China. China's been really fun in these new cars. But yes, we are going to get going again. Reverse order. So Hashrab will start P18, and who will be starting P1? It's going to be Ole, I think, according to the logic of the screen there. So there's going to be a little bit of breaks between each race while they reconfigure the custom grid order. But other than that, we should be racing, and that is very good for you guys, very bad for my throat. And Cammy sort of can chirp him when he wants.
Yeah, I'm just going to let you take the Crofty role today. I'll just be Martin Brundle, chip in every once in a while.
Yeah, no. If anything happens, feel free just to yell at the top of your lungs above my voice, and then I will stop yelling. Right. Imola. Good. I don't want to say it's not a mid track. It's better than mid, but it isn't great in my opinion. You have Aqua Minerale, which is like my favorite corner complex ever. It's very hard to drive at times, but it's also quite like Aqua Minerale, I would say, is a fun corner set. But Sector 1 is going to be very hard. But we're going to see how the drivers cope going into the racing now. Straight into racing, no formation laps. We're going to go straight in now. It's going to be 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5. I'm going to try and get position changed on as soon as I can. And Alele is going to start from the front, and we are green in Imola. The Haas is going to get a slightly better getaway. Actually, it's not, just because of how the nature of the track works. Rizard already up 1 position. Oh my God! So maybe that's Rizard, I think, there off Mitchum, taking the lead off of Alele off the race start, followed by Samibo, sorry, and then Roy making up a few positions. Burmeister up 2, Unbeaten Sign up 3, Jeff K up 2, Limitless up 2, Burmeister now up another position. It is going very, very quick. It's hard for even me to keep up. Banter Brandon makes up of his first position of the Grand Prix. Limitless also makes up another position. Oh my God, it's all squabble through Aqua Minerale. What has happened here? We've lost a few cars. We've lost David, who was running pretty high up.
Actually, David's gained a position, actually, I think. Yeah, David's gained 3, because remember he started at the back, but did he make a couple of
he made up. He went all the way back to the back.
Right. Oh, okay.
Aqua Minerale. There's been a lot more contact happening while we've just been taking a short moment to talk about what's happened there. Jeff K in the Williams looking for moves. Actually, Snoopy actually is going to be the closest one. I can't see. There we go. There's the McLaren. Going into turn 2. Or turn 3. I don't remember because does the kink in the straight count as a corner? I don't remember.
I don't think it does. But
thank you for showing us the workday boards. Their game. Burmeister is in a bit of a. It's all very tight on the track, which is very nice to see. Lots of very, very close racing, which is what this new formula does. And who was that? Was that Martin?
Martin getting a bit squirrely. Limitless just got a free position there.
Yeah, definitely. I think Limitless will take any positions because starting near the back is definitely not easy to recover from. Limitless just gets another few positions as there's been a bit of a collision. Snoopy right on the back end of an Alpha Tauri. Lazy but talented. What's happened?
They came together and they just
did not work.
Roy's off.
Yeah, that is not how that works.
Mitch holding the lead for the first couple of laps. He's got a gap of 9/10 to Alele, so he's doing pretty well considering he started at the front because he was at the back last race. Limitless up to 4th already. Is Cameron here?
I'm gonna just keep going for a sec.
Okay. Yeah, Limitless. That was Burmeister just kissing the gravel there, giving Limitless an opportunity. You can't really open the door. Somebody's so fast, but Hushra have already made up 10 places, up into 8th. Mitch has gapped Ale out of the DRS just. Let's see if he can get back in it before the next detection zone. Limitless only 3 seconds off the lead.
It's going to be good points though, that's the thing. Just being consistent here is what's really going to get the drivers really good points. 2 seconds for multiple track limit warnings. It's not as much as you would see in a 25% or a 50%. Sammy Bo also picks up a 2 second time for multiple track limit warnings. It's all a bit squirrely with so many cars on the track going so fast in such a short amount of time. There's a lot of pressure on the drivers. It's all very much go, go, go. Lap 4 of 5 has commenced. DRS is in full effect now down that main straight. As you see David and Harvey going, David Unbeaten Sign going at it a little bit. We'll cut back to the front a little bit. I'm just trying to juggle going from the back to the midfield to the front. It's so hard to do to make sure there's even coverage on everyone. Zatite gets a position on Roy. I'm looking at Limitless and Burmeister as they are getting pretty close together. And Limitless has really closed up that gap to Alele. And Lele also managing to keep the P2 going quite strong. And Mitch managing to keep it quite strong. Starting near the back, but now they're going to get points for finishing first and second in this race. They're going to be put into the middle, technically. Because they got no points last race. They're going to get points this race. So at what cost does it sort of count? Hushrav.
He's been struggling here. He can't really catch up to Banter Brandon. He's had that 1.6, 1.7 gap for the last lap or so I've been watching. Just struggling a wee bit to catch up here.
These reserve grids make for interesting racing. Reserve grids? What? I'm confused.
Here's Banter Brandon. I think he's on about reverse grids. Yeah,
oh, reverse! I thought it said reserve. But yes, reverse grids. Should they be implemented in real F1? No. Is it fun to do though, with friends? Yes.
Yeah. Brandon again making up big gains in the race. 7 places so far, and he's catching up with Snoopy as well. I'm looking at Burmeister here. He's behind Limitless and Alele. 3 cars in close proximity here. Going up Aqua Minerale. Limitless is still able to hold that 2nd place. Actually, was he in 3rd going into there? I'm not sure.
What, Limitless?
Yeah.
No, it's in 2nd for a while.
Yeah, right.
But it's lap 5.
Yep.
So we're going to have our second
Yellow
unique winner of the
flags.
night. Yellow flags at the chicane. But we're going to have our second unique winner of the night. It's going to be Mitch GK taking the flag in Imola to win in Imola. Congratulations. Max points. Well, not max points. You didn't get fast slap, but relatively max points.
Tough race for Mark, finishing P17, down 6 positions. Not sure if something happened to him that we didn't see.
Yeah, it's a tough race for a few of them, especially Harshrav. You really don't want to be picking up penalties in races like these where it's all so close together.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can actually appeal between races. I don't know.
No,
if you'll get
I doubt. It's a lot of work for the stewards to do. You need to be a steward in team then too, but it is Mitch GK, second unique winner of the night. These races are going to go rattling by quite quickly, I would imagine, as we're on 2 of 8, and that was definitely an interesting one. As the champagne's going to be sprayed, but I need to recap the grid because I never actually said it. So Mitch GK takes first, followed by Limitless in P2, Alele P3, Burmeister P4, Snoopy P5, Banter Brandon P6, Jeff K P7, AJ P8, David P9, Hushrav P10, Unbeaten Sign P11, Harvey P12, there's a Type P13, Martin P14, Rizard P15, Roy P16, Lazy with Talented P17, and Samibo, I'm not going to get that name right for ages, so I might just call him Sam P18. But Mitch GK, second unique winner of the night. Would it or would it not be cool if we had 8 unique winners? And reverse grids are going to help with that, actually, if you think about it. Because now someone else is going to be at the bottom of the championship, so someone else is going to be starting on pole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's one of our own, he's one of our own. Mitch GK, he's one of our own, says OBF1 Racing League. Glad to hear that the drivers have their support here today. It's great to see, please. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. There's a lot of pressure on me to perform well today.
Just having a look at the Discord, see if there's any juicy updates going on, any arguments that I can bring up in the chat. But I don't know if Hushrav's going to get his penalty removed. He's put it into the Discord.
I doubt.
Yeah.
It's not something we can really change too quickly.
Yeah.
Any racing leagues in the chat? Just for notice, I'm very busy with comms, so if you're going to try and recruit me after this race, I probably have comms on at the time your league's running. So do not try, sadly, I'm sorry, but I am a busy person. But Limitless and Hushrav tied in the championship. Mitch GK, after getting first in Imola, P3, David P4. And who will be starting on pole? Team Red. Nope, sorry. Rizard will be starting on pole, but we're missing a driver. A driver has already dropped out. Which is sad to see.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why? You say that as if I should know who it is. Wait, where's AJ? Oh no, AJ's still here.
Amiibo, I think, dropped out.
Oh. Amiibo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I think that was there someone called Amiibo? I don't know.
It's Amiibo, yeah, remember URL _ Samiibo.
Invite me then to race. I don't control invites. Samiibo, sorry, left because he started complaining about a Merc. Which one? Limitless or Roy? Probably Roy. No offense to Roy. Great lad. But I doubt Limitless will try anything too risky. Yeah, it was Roy. Sorry, Roy. I'm not trying to be my usual like Roy, like picking on people today. That is not what I'm doing. It's only MVP times. This is not MVP times.
Got to keep it professional for this official event.
Yes, official for official events. Although MVP is an official event.
Well, yeah. But
they give
events.
me permission, and yes, this is also for cash. Just a note, Cammy, if I do all of a sudden disappear for no apparent reason, I will try and warn you, but I will be gone for about like 3 to 5 minutes. Just wing it, okay?
Okay. In my 10 minutes of commentary experience, I will try and fill in your shoes.
Honestly, wing it. Honestly, that's the best thing you do. Limitless is so scary. I felt something in my boxes when I could see him behind me. But we are going to get going again for round 3 at Imola. This is going a lot quicker than last time, which is good. Typical Sammy Bo. So I assume that's a usual trait expressed from Sammy Bo. Someone in the chat saying, I mean, it's like, it's so great to meet new people. Like, I'm from one side of the virtual league racing world, and like some of these people are from all across different leagues, different places. It's so nice just to like get all the leagues together in like one place. It's just really nice to do, you know? It's like just something small like this. It's maybe it's nice to follow the fast drivers than start at the back. Maybe.
Yeah, any feedback in the comments is welcome for the
yeah, if you guys have any any feedback on how we structure this, how we run it. Of course, we don't run it, but I will forward your comments onto the league, not the league runners, the event organizers. I hate being at the front. I do as well when I race, which isn't often, but when I do get in a F1 car every now and again in my personal time, it is very fun. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 as we're going to kick off round 3 at Miami, and we are green. Rizard starts on pole. Roy starts second. Rizard gets away pretty well. Roy is going to have to settle for that, and there's a McLaren going to slot right into third there. Does Martin Harvey. P4 going to have to deal with being at the front. That was a car spun round. What's the prize? The prize, I think, what was the prize again, Cammy?
What, for first place was 100.
For winning.
Yeah, £100.
100 British tender is the pricing on the doors right now. What has happened? Snoopy and AJ.
Yeah, a few slow drivers there.
Got swallowed up.
Coming through to P11.
P10 now.
After he's got past David, but yeah, there are a few drivers behind him. Could get in a wee battle there in this turn.
Hush Rav there, just making a move on the AlphaTauri of unbeaten sign. The unbeaten sign has been beaten by 8 other drivers at the minute. This could be a bit of a car park through the under tunnel section, under bridge section. Oh, lazy. Mark has gone.
10 positions. 10 positions.
Oh, my position changed isn't on. Oops. Wow, yes.
Another 6 for Banter Brandon. He's again making big gains early
Banter
on.
Brandon. If he's consistent, he could win this. Right now, Limitless was like the 8th and then 2nd and now 9th again. Banter Brandon's been like 6th, 5th, 6th. It's been very consistent.
Oh,
and that's what you need.
Oh,
Harvey getting a spin. Lovely Tokyo drift through the streets of Miami. Wrong streets, my friend. But unbeaten sign is closing in. But whenever I go onto someone closing in, they've already either passed them or not passed them. AJ, after being relegated to the back of the grid, has a move potentially on. No DRS just yet, but Burmeister is within grasp, and behind AJ is Snoopy. AJ trying to stay in that slipstream as good as possible. Is it going to come to any avail? Going to pull out to the side before the corner? Nope. I'm going to stay in single file. Roy running P3. I mean, reverse grids, it's how it works. We're going to see someone new winning essentially every race. But
Hushrav was all over Banter Brandon going through that very slow section. I mean, he's already made up 11 positions. I feel like he could make up another one.
Smothered. Absolutely smothered. Banter Brandon. I think Hushrav's also, like, he won the first race, but he's also been placing. I placed P10 in the last one because of penalties, but it was about P5 or so. Limitless, lazy but talented, getting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. A spy lap of Grand Prix is DRS is enabled for this lap, and we have the lovely Helicam on board with Roy. Yellow flag in sector 1. I do not know what that's for. AJ gets past Burmeister as I'm going to do a slow pan up the grid as we have the Helicam again on lazy but talented, and we catch a Williams spinning in the act of a lay, sadly. Getting caught out in the spin. Limitless maybe looking for a move with the DRS. On an Alpha Tauri of unbeaten sign. It's looking like a lot of overspeed. Should be easily done for Limitless, making it look absolutely effortless with Hushrav in front, maybe. This could be an interesting fight. Hushrav and Limitless. Both been very quick.
Jeff K's been holding up Banter Brandon, Hushrav very well.
Oh.
Like with DRS, I mean, it's in a train now. He could hold that position if the train stays like it is.
I was about to say, is this looking like Alonso train from Monaco?
Yeah.
Harvey Pro, 2-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. Not Pog, if I'm completely honest. But who is that? Jeff K.
No, it's Banter Brandon.
Oh, and Banter Brandon. Jeff K and Banter Brandon.
As you were going on about his consistency, he's down P7 now.
Yeah.
He's managed to keep it on the track. Pretty well.
Yeah.
Past David there.
Is there? I assume there's no constructors in this, right?
Yeah, I don't think there is, no.
Yeah, no. But Mercedes are quite evenly placed right now. Doing pretty well, although Roy was, I dare say, gifted the front, because reverse grids, it's cool to have a new person winning every race, but that's why I don't think they've been implemented into real F1, because you're not working for it. But Limitless here, oh my god, double overtake!
Oh, that's unlucky for Roy, so want to take.
Speaking of working for the positions, Limitless and Hushrav working for it. You guys, Jinx, Banter, Brandon, welcome to Commentator's Curse!
Oh, he's pushed Martin into
Rizard.
the wall there.
Yeah, Limitless is going to get P2 again. Off of it, I think. Yeah. With DRS.
Martin is not going to be liking that. Rizard,
Limitless into P1. Wow. The overspeed on that Mercedes. Absolutely insane. As we're going to go on to the last lap, and Rizard
side by side still.
Yeah.
Martin got really unlucky there. Rizard, I think he got a snap of oversteer that sort of put him into the side of Martin, but still, Martin's not going to be enjoying that from fighting for P.
Banter Brandon nearly losing out 2 positions there. Only losing out on 1 in the greatest scheme. It's still Mr. Consistent in my books.
Hushrav looking to get onto the podium here. He's all over Rizard,
yeah. Down the straight, I think, is where we're going to see it happen, though.
But Rizard's going to have that help from Martin's DRS here. Martin isn't going to have that benefit from Limitless. So.
But we've seen the overspeed on like cars with Limitless, and I assume Hushrav has some very good setups in this overspeed. Yep, look at that speed in that Ferrari. I wish you could be saying that in the real life season, but we can't, sadly, because they usually end up in a wall. Speaking of ending up in a wall, I think there's an Alpha Tauri. But
Hushrav here for this last straight, but it's going to be hard.
Very. We'll keep an eye on, but it is going to be. It's going to be a win well earned. Oh, Martin!
Oh,
It's going to be close, but I have to cut away.
oh, I think Hushrav.
Hushrav's got it, but Limitless wins his first race.
Track and he spun over the line. Did he make the line? Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Limitless wins, third unique winner of the evening. Wins the first, maybe one of many, maybe the only one he's going to get. It's consistency that's going to rely upon it. Hushrav does get P2. Martin spinning over the line for P3. Definitely positions well deserved for Limitless and Hushrav. Had to fight for it.
You guys jinxed Banter Brandon. Yeah, we did. But yeah, a win for Limitless, first of the evening. I feel like that could be a sign of things to come. That may be Cameron going away for his 3 to 5 minutes, so I will try my best.
No, I'm here.
To fill in. Oh no, okay. Right, yeah. First one of the evening for Limitless. Let's see when we get back what the table is looking like.
I'm going to skip the podium celebration because I didn't read the grid again. Limitless taking the first win, maybe of many, but maybe of one. Limitless equals the GOAT is what the chat's saying. Definitely with that race result, and the fastest lap by some margin. Hushrav P2, Martin P3, Reside P4, Roy P5, Unbeaten Sign P6, Banter Brandon P7, David P8, Mitch P9, Zatyke P10, Jeff K P11, Laser but Talented P12, AJ 13th, Snoopy P14th, Harley Pro P15th, Alele P16th, and Burmeister P17. Pretty good Miami race. Of course, some drivers struggling, a fair bit of spinning, but it's to be.
Oh, there's Cameron gone. I'll advance here. He was going on about Burmeister there. So, yeah. What was that? Pretty good race for Martin. At the end there, got pretty feisty with Hushrav. Martin off the track and then back on, hitting Hushrav and then spinning right on the line. But just look at that fastest lap from Limitless compared to the laps of Hushrav and Martin. Yeah, Roy, I feel like he'll be pretty happy with that P5. David P8 might not be so happy with that. Right, what race is coming up next? We have, after Miami, we have got, drumroll, Silverstone, one of my personal favourite tracks, as all of the MVP boys that play with me outside of the league races will know. I do love myself a bit of Silverstone. It's good action you get at Silverstone, so it should be a fun race, plenty overtaken usually. So that will favour the likes of Limitless and Hushrav, who are going to be starting at the back here. Plenty of overtaking opportunities. Going to have Harvey lining up at the front, I believe, but we are down to 17 drivers. I don't know if what's his name, Samibo, has been replaced yet for the last race. I didn't have a look, but hopefully we can get that 18th driver slot filled in. Oh, apparently this is a strong track for Limitless, so he should be making position gains for fun here. He's currently at the top of the leaderboard by 8 points to Hushrav. They seem like the two to beat here. Don't know if anybody's going to get too close to them. You see the points gap already after 3 races. Oh, that's my co-commentator Cameron saying he will be back in a minute. If not, I'm going to have to take over his lights out and away we go sequence at the start of the race. How many races still to come? I believe there are another 5? Let me just double check that for you. There are 5 races to go. So upcoming we've got Silverstone, then Austria, then we go to Temple of Speed Monza, then to the Streets of Baku, and finally finishing off in Mexico. Right, here we go then. Loading into the lobby. Get underway in just a few seconds. Oh, is it championship position that the reverse grid gets decided from? Okay. I wasn't sure if it was championship position or previous race result, but according to Roy it is your championship position. So, just to clear that up, in case anybody was confused, like myself. Well, I wasn't confused, but I just didn't know that. Apparently Silverstone will be dominance from Limitless. I'm expecting big things here from the back of the grid. Because this does seem to be his best track, or one of his best tracks, according to some of the viewers commenting. So it should be interesting. Right, here we go. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4, 5, and it is lights out and away we go. Right, here we have Harvey not getting a great start. Let's have a look back a wee bit further. Seems to be all clean so far. I've not seen anybody go off. David down in P16 Limitless. Let me just get the position change up here. Wizard made up to top 3 holding position. Sector 1, there's a yellow flag. Can't see what that's for, must be further back. What have we got here? Oh, I think, is that Brooklands that Burmeister spun? Limitless up to P10. Made up 7 positions already in the first couple of sectors, not even the end of Sector 2 here. It does seem to be a very strong track, like the fans have said. Very strong from Limitless here, in Maggots and Beckett's getting another overtake. He's on an unbeaten sign here. Very strong start from Limitless. Looking back up further up the grid, you guys won't see this because I'm not controlling the stream. Just have a look at Mark here behind Harvey, 3/10. Have a look back at Banter Brandon and more strong position gains, and Mitch GK as well. He's made up 8 places so far as well. Limitless making up 8 as well. Limitless here all over DET Zatike. Sorry if I said your name wrong. All over him here, but here he goes. He's going to make a move up the inside. You guys might not see this. But yeah, he's made up another position. 9 places now for Limitless. Oh, he's coming back at him though. Zatike coming back, not letting him through easily. Not scared to challenge Limitless here. But Limitless on the straight. Zatike could make a move. Nah, he's not. Limitless has got that. Snoopy Dread from MvP up in P3 just now, with Harvey close behind. 9 places for Limitless up in P8. Mitch up 8 places in P7. Great start from Mitch. Not an amazing start for Harvey. 3 places down. We've got Brandon right behind him coming out of the exit of Maggots and Beckett's. I feel like Brandon, there's still a train obviously from the start. We're only a couple of laps in. We'll get DRS up in the next lap. But there's a few moves going on here. I'm just looking on at Limitless, who gets past his teammate Roy. Oh, and Zatiki and Limitless having yet another battle here, going into the final couple corners. Limitless stays in front though, and Mark with the fastest lap of the race, as expected from P1 on the end of lap 2. Burmeister sitting the faster lap. We've got Banter Brandon still in P4, just trying to get a good exit here so he can get a run on Snoopy with the DRS, but it is a bit of a train, so it might not have too much of an effect. Depends how good Brandon's top speed in, but as we know from MVP, you guys might not know, but as I know from MVP, Snoopy loves to run low downforce setups. He loves getting that top speed. So it might be hard for Brandon here. JD equals Limitless if you didn't know. Thanks for saying that, because I thought that, but I wasn't sure. Mitch keeping JD at bay. Yeah, he is. He's doing really well, especially if this is such a strong track for Limitless. Mitch stuck behind his teammate here, Harvey, might not be doing him many favours. Limitless right up, but oh, he's basically touching him here. But Mitch gonna try hold it, but Limitless gets the inside line. Who's gonna get the better exit? Limitless here, I think he's got the better exit. He should keep this position up to P5. 12 places gained already. Unlucky for Mitch, because as the chat is saying, he has held Limitless at bay very well here. Banter Brandon still held up behind Snoopy. I'm telling you, that straight line speed of Snoopy is unbelievable most of the time. Snoopy's right over JFK. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. Don't know if you guys can see it. I think you probably can. Right, okay. 2-second time penalty for Snoopy. Oh, that's going to hurt him. But that straight line speed just getting him back up into P2 now. Banter Brandon also making a move on JFK on the same straight. Limitless close up behind JFK. He's and JFK spun.
Come on, Dave's curse.
Oh, yeah. Limitless closing up to the front of the pack here.
Again, wow.
Mitch, who's behind him, was holding him up really well for the first few laps, but Limitless just got past on the straight. I think it was, a couple of penalties there from Martin and LA. They're not going to like that. There's quite a few penalties actually. Got time penalties for Snoopy, Roy, LA, Burmeister, Martin, and Mando. Let's have a look. Limitless up into P2 now. He's managed to get past Snoopy and Banter Brandon. So he's going to be chasing down Mark for the win here on the final lap. 4/10. He's going to get DRS on the straight. Let's see what he can do. Can he catch? Oh, he's 1.1 behind now. Mark had a much better run through there. Can he catch Mark? We'll have to wait and see. Mark, one of the faster drivers from the League of MVP. Can't quite remember what position he is in the league, but he is up there at the top. Limitless 9/10 behind. He'll be desperately wanting that DRS on the last straight, the last DRS zone before the finish line on the last lap. 7/10 behind. It looks like he's going to get it. Mark deploying some DRS there. ERS, sorry, rather. So here we go then, for the win. Can he do it? Can Limitless do it? He's looking like he's closing up pretty nicely to Mark. Mark doing everything he can, draining that ERS, taking the inside line. Limitless goes round the outside. Mark doesn't quite get as good of an exit as Limitless. And it looks like Limitless has managed to do it in the last sector of the last lap to get the win again. Yep, Limitless takes home P1, and the podium is finished off by Mark and Banter Brandon. Let's have a look back down any fights coming up to the line. No, seems to be all set here. See what it's like after the penalties. Get through the menus, and then if Cameron's here, I'll let him run you through the finishing order, but if he's not, then I will take over from that. But yeah, good race again for Limitless. I mean, he got held up the first couple of laps with a great performance from Mitch, holding up Limitless for so long. But in the end, it doesn't matter because he's come through to claim P1 again for the second race in a row. Right, here we go then. I will run you through the finishing order from that race. P1 we've got Limitless. Great performance from him from P17 on the grid. Then he's followed up by Mark, who holds position from P2. Then Banter Brandon, we've got Zatike, then Mitch, Snoopy, Hushrav, David, Harvey, and then finishing off the point scorers from that race is Unbeaten Sign. Followed by Burmeister, Rizard, Roy, Martin, Ale, AJ Mando, and then Jeff K at the back with a DNF.
Nice one, lad. I got dip again for like a few moments. I'll probably,
okay.
yeah, I'm a bit dippy divey.
That's okay.
So yeah, keep it up.
Yep. Oh, it's kicking off a wee bit in Discord. Not really, but AJ Austin having a slight dig there at Burmeister saying, "Open your eyes." I didn't see what happened between them, but seems like there was an incident between them in that race. Right, look at the championship standings. Yeah, that is already a 27-point lead for Limitless. And as Jochen, I think, I'm sorry if I didn't say your name wrong, maybe it's Jochen, maybe it's Jochen, I don't know, quite rightly points out that Limitless can afford a DNF at this point and he'll still be in the lead no matter what. Hushrav in second. I feel like those two, I mean, there's a 13-point gap from Mitch to Hushrav. Mitch with a good performance in the last race. Tied with Banter Brandon there. That's going to be a tight fight for P3 in the standings. Another tie below them with David and Zatike. It's quite close as you go down. Quite a few points ties. But at the top, Limitless with a healthy gap there to his competition. But yeah, Brandon for P3 in the championship, it is completely doable. I mean, tied P3 really, just now with Mitch. So next up we have Austria, as you can all see, which is round 5 out of 8. So we are already halfway through after Silverstone. That was round 4. So halfway through this event already, Limitless with the lead. He's going to be pretty happy with that. He's pretty comfortable at the top just now, but anything can still happen. Just takes one incident, a DNF for Limitless, and Hushrav's within 1 or 2 points, depending on whether he gets the fastest lap and a P1 finish. But if Hushrav can just finish P1 and Limitless DNF, then he's back in it. And everything's still to play for just now. But just wait for a wee while. While we're waiting for this next lobby and for the grid to start, I am going to go and I will be back in 2 minutes before the race starts, hopefully. Right, I am back just in time for the start of Austria. Let's see how this goes then. Right, just 3 seconds until the light sequence starts. Here we go then, ready for the race start of the Austrian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. Right, here we go. Let's get this gap changed. Harvey holding position in the first corner. Limitless stays P17 through turn 1. Oh no, he's up to P15 now. Limitless making up 2 positions after the first corner. Then we've got Mando, Austin, my good friend Austin here, making up a few positions on lap 1. 4 positions to be precise. 4 positions for Unbeaten Sign as well, who could make it 5 here on Burmeister. Then we've got a few battles in the midfield here, going through. I don't actually know what the number of that turn is, but going through that one. On the stream here, we're spectating Harvey from Cameron's POV, and we've got a yellow flag in Sector 2 and 3. Don't know who that was for, maybe an off. Spectating Hushraf here on my screen. Yeah, sorry, I'm not controlling the stream, so I'll say, looking at this driver, you probably won't see him, but I am. So, looking at Hushraf, he's made up 3 positions here. Be hoping to make it a few more up this straight. He's got a good exit here on Zatike. Banter Brandon in front of him. Let's have a look here from the helicopter view. Actually, it was not a helicopter view. That's disappointing. I was hoping it would be. But here we go, Hushraf getting past the TK here, possibly. Maybe a bit of contact as Hushraf's hand goes up in the air. Banter Brandon and Hushraf going into this downhill right-hander. Very close, banging wheels maybe a wee bit there. Very competitive here from Hushraf and Brandon. Oh, I've not even noticed. Limitless has made up 8 positions into P9 here. Great start from Limitless as he approaches the back of Snoopy Dread's car. 2 McLarens run P7, P8 here as Limitless approaches Snoopy. Roy fast slap, AJ Burmeister fast slap, Martin fast slap, Limitless fast slap. It's just as further back you go, there seems to be people going faster, of course, with the reverse grids. Hushrav and P11 not really making up as many positions as he may like. He made up 5, but he'll be hoping to make a few more before the end. Want to get in the points. Limitless P9 with the DRS on Snoopy here, side by side. They're going to be side by side going at the downhill right-hander. Limitless outbreaks Snoopy, and he has gained that position. Yeah, sorry to the chat. The main commentator is away, so we can't actually change who we're looking at until he comes back. So apologies for that. We haven't been able to see much of the action apart from Harvey. But hopefully my co-commentator will be back soon, and we can get spectating some other drivers. Limitless up to P8 now. Austin holding in P4 here, but he's got Burmeister behind him. He'll be hoping to keep him back. Yellow flag sector 2, don't know who that's for. But spectating Limitless here, come up behind SFR Martin. Yeah, don't think Limitless is going to get as good of a finish here in Austria. Not quite as good for overtaking as Silverstone, so it's a bit harder for him here. But he does seem to be all over Martin here. Going to make a move. Nice move. Oh, Martin gets a better run through there. Limitless come back again for a second, but yeah, Martin again defending like a lion here. He's just got that better top speed than Limitless, it seems. Oh, Martin's gone a wee bit wide there. He's going to have to give up the position back out of that. Another position gain for Limitless. Track is too short. Yeah, it is a very short track, so it's going to be hard for the people at the back to make up any positions here. Limitless, oh, weak kick of oversteer there as he gets to exit turn 1. But Austin up into P3. Not if these two have anything to say about it. 3 wide here, going up into turn 3. Austin's gone wide, but he's sort of held position here. No penalty, but JFK gets past with DRS and better straight line speed. Let's have a look at Limitless, see what he's doing just now. Oh, Martin was coming back at Limitless there. Martin not wanting to stand off of Limitless and just let him take that position. Trying to get it back, but Limitless gets past. Unbeaten sign, maybe not. Oh, big incident there. A few cars involved. All the way from P3 to about P8 or P9. A lot of cars involved. Oh, and there's another spin. 2 cars out. Limitless has been gifted a few positions there. Oh, and Martin spun behind Limitless. Oh, it's chaos there on the final lap. Oh, that was an eventful end. Good defending by the McLaren. Yeah, it was very good from Martin. He got unlucky there. I'm not sure if Limitless might have cut him off. I did not see Martin's POV. But Limitless making up 13 positions to get P4. Yeah.
Just a quick check-in, is everything alright?
Yeah, everything's fine. Aye.
Cool.
Yeah. Right, so Roy takes home the dub. Oh, apparently an Alpha Tauri or an Alfa Romeo, I'm pretty sure it's an Alpha Tauri, apparently they pitted and still got P10. Wow. That is pretty crazy. Okay, I will run through the finishing order then from Austria round 5. At the front, a good drive there from Roy to get first position from starting P3 on the grid, holding back everybody behind him. This is one of Roy's favourite tracks. He absolutely loves this place. So no surprise with a good finish there for Roy. And then in second we've got Harvey, followed by Mando completing the podium places. Limitless up to P4 from P17. Good show from Limitless on a short track with not many great overtaking opportunities. Then Banter Brandon with another great finish from low down on the grid. He's been very consistent tonight. Then Hushrav P6, just losing out on a few more points to Limitless. Then Zatike, Snoopy, Jeff K. Unbeaten sign is the last of the points finishers. Then Rizard, Martin, Elizabeth Talented, David, Barmeister, Mitch, and then Ale. Okay. I know the other commentator, Cameron, did introduce me earlier, but just to sort of give you a bit of background, I am not a commentator. This is the first event I've ever commentated in my life. So apologies if it is not up to the usual standard that you're used to hearing. I will try my best. I normally race in MvP, so I'm not really used to this whole commentating business. Right, just taking a wee while to get through the menus here. Some people not readied up. But yeah, it has flown by a wee bit. We are an hour and 10 minutes in, and that is 5 rounds out of 8 completed. Only 3 more to go, and then we will have our winner of the £100 cash prize jackpot. I believe this is the second 5-lap championship held by MvP since I joined the league. Took part in the last one, didn't go very well, so yeah, glad to be commentating on this one and not finishing P17 every race. Right, here we go to the Temple of Speed, which is Monza, of course. Great track. I think we're going to see a lot of limitless overtakes here. I think this will be a track suited to overtaking from the back of the grid. Of course, that massive long straight should help limitless. I mean, there's going to be a lot of DRS trains since it's only 5 laps. The field won't have as much sort of distance to gap, but yeah, oh, Jochen, yeah, good point there. More viewers than subs, so everybody who's watching and not yet subbed knows what to do. Yeah, please, if you'd like to see more events in the future like this, it would be great if you could all subscribe to the channel and just join the League of MvP family. It's a great league. We have a lot of fun every week. Great lads, so yeah. I would advise you to follow that advice from Jochen there. Turn 1 going to be scary. Banter Brandon, you are very correct. It will be probably a bit of a shambles. We have seen that sort of, if you've ever been in any lobbies on it, just F1 multiplayer, it never goes well into turn 1, especially at Monza. Such a tight chicane, people not judging their braking zones right, it could get messy. Oh, and Gabriel has started a W train in chat. How lovely. Yeah, probably the best track to start last on, State of Trouble. I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. That is very true. Right, did I update you guys on the standings? I don't think I did. So Limitless now has a 31 point gap in the lead going into Monza. Roy P5 in the standings, he will be very happy with that, I think. It's been a quite good evening so far for Roy. Right, here we go then. Loading in for Monza. Rizzard has received a 1 penalty point for his contact with Martin. Just to update you guys on that. Not sure if that's the first penalty points of the night. Oh no, we've had a few more that I've missed. Yeah. Yeah, okay, this is going to be a messy turn one, isn't it, guys? Right, here we go. Just moments until lights out, and here, away we go. And it is lights out and away we go. Let's have a look here at this wide angle going into turn one. Will it be clean? Will it not? Oh, already Rizzard's been taken out by an AlphaTauri, I think. That was unbeaten sign. Yep. Oh, he got absolutely wiped there. That is going to be some penalty points coming unbeaten sign's way. But as we look back down the grid, let's have a look at the position changes. We have one position gained for Limitless. Oh, a few people going wide there. Oh, a few people off. Roy made up 5 places, AJ made up 4. Let's have a look here. Is there much going on in the midfield? Very packed. Oh, somebody going wide. Oh, had an Alfa Romeo though there going sideways almost, but he manages to keep it drifting off the track. Got 2 McLarens going at it of Snoopy and Martin. Oh, yellow flag sector 3. Burmeister has put in some laughing emojis in the Discord after that turn 1 incident where he got absolutely destroyed from behind. That's very unlucky for him as he was in first place. Let's have a look at Limitless. Where is he sitting? 5 positions gained. Oh, he's got a penalty. That's not going to help him at all. Limitless has got 2-second penalty. Roy in 5th, AJ... No, not in 5th, sorry. 5... Oh, turn 1! Pile up there. Oh. Don't know who's involved in that. There's a few cars, but Limitless is up to P10 now. 7 positions gained. Oh, there's a few people off the track. It's so hard to keep track. And it's a shame that I can't show you guys everything that I'm looking at here. But it's so hard to keep track of everything that's going on. We have Limitless make up another place on Hushrab here into P9. Chasing down the pack. Next up is his teammate Roy. Have a look further up the field. Jeff K in the lead. 2.3 second gap to LA. Running away a wee bit at the front there. Unbeaten sign chasing down LA. DRS is now enabled. We have started lap 3, so DRS is now enabled. Let's see what some people further back can do on the straights with the aid of DRS. Limitless, a second behind Roy. Not sure if he's got any damage. Maybe something related to... Oh, Roy's off. Roy has gone spinning off in front of Limitless. Next up for Limitless is Austin, who is chasing down Snoopy about a second off. We'll be hoping to close that down, but I don't think he might manage actually. He has managed to close it down a wee bit before the next DRS detection. So here we go into the first DRS straight. Let's see what positions change here. We've got Martin very close to Harvey, going side by side into Ascari. Martin comes out on top there. Martin looking for that podium position, half a second down on unbeaten sign. Got Limitless still in P8 behind AJ, 8/10 off. Oh, and then there's a spin for Harvey who just taps into the side of Snoop. Not sure who was at fault there, I didn't see it well enough, but that's Harvey down into 14th place now. Limitless sets a fastest lap here. He's going to be side by side with Austin going into turn 1, but Austin's straight line speed. Limitless just able to brake so late, but Austin holds position for now. Some good defending there. Let's have a look at chat, see what that's saying. When is he back? I don't know. I don't know when Cameron's going to be back. Hopefully soon, but here we are, Limitless chasing down AJ all over his gearbox here. He is sniffing about for that overtake going through this DRS zone. Austin wasn't going to have the DRS. He's going to be a sitting duck here for Limitless, who takes P6. Limitless, of course, has that 2-second time penalty though. Up front, Martin has got past Unbeaten Sign. I can't remember if we saw that, but he is now into the podium positions. Limitless probably going to benefit here from the cars fighting in front of him, slowing each other down. He's going to want to get as big of a gap to Austin and everybody else behind him as he can after that penalty. Unbeaten Sign also has a penalty, so he doesn't have to worry too much about that. Just the 2 seconds for both drivers, only ones with penalties just now. Oh, Limitless doesn't get as good of an exit as Unbeaten Sign actually, but he's going to have a slipstream for a few cars here. Austin trying desperately to stay within the DRS of Limitless so that he does not fall into Hushrav grip here on the final lap. Limitless just pushing, trying to do everything he can to catch up with Unbeaten Sign, but out the front, Jeff K, what a performance so far this has been for him. I've not really touched on him too much, but 3.3 seconds out in the lead here. That's pretty impressive. To fill out such a gap. Limitless can't do anything on Unbeaten Sign into Scary Chicane. Oh, and Limitless is off. I think that was Unbeaten Sign just spun and got clipped. Limitless clipped his car as it had spun round. That is big disappointment for Limitless. Big for Hushrav here though. Limitless is going to be very disappointing for him as Jeff K takes the win. Yeah, that was a big last lap incident. Nothing that Limitless could have really done. He was just behind the guy. Hushrav's got one penalty point there. I'm not sure what that equates to. I've not actually seen the penalty system. Maybe need to read up on that. But unfortunately my co-commentator isn't going to be able to make it back tonight, so we're not going to have, for the last couple of races, the sort of different angles following the race, but it is not something that we could have avoided. He just had to go away. It wasn't planned, so there's nothing we could have done to sort of preempt it before. Didn't know he was going to have to go away. So it is what it is. I don't have the login details for the stream, but I can try and see if I could get those. I'll try and see if I can stream. If he's yeah, other camera's going to try and control the camera, so you can get some different angles up for you. He's going to try and do his best. But yeah, he's just not going to be able to come back and commentate, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I am sure I will keep it going in his absence. Okay, yeah, so we have confirmation. Cameron can control the camera, but there's just a bit of a stream delay, so it's not going to be as seamless as it would be if it is here, but it's okay. There's not really that much of an issue. I think somebody mentioned that Limitless is streaming this as well, so later, well, maybe he's not streaming it, but he will have a recording of it, so he'll post it on his YouTube later, I would think. So you can always go back, if you want to see Limitless's POV, you can always go back later when he uploads it. But yeah, here we go for what is going to be the... Oh, is this the second? Is this penultimate round, or is this... No, let me just have a quick look here for you. Right, okay, so I have got the track list here. Oh, it keeps jumping. This is no idea. Right, yeah, this is the penultimate round. Round 7 of 8. And Limitless currently has a 23-point lead. Hushrav closed down the gap after that race. Will it be enough? I don't know. I would think... I mean, NN's still possible, but there could be DNFs in this race. Limitless could get a clip there, unfortunately, like the other race, so anything can still happen. Is there a prize to win? Yeah, there is a £100 prize for the winner. Jochen, I see you in the chat there. There is a £100 prize for the winner. But yeah. But yeah, again, if you are sort of, I mean, Cam's had to go away, but I mean, if you are sort of disappointed that you couldn't follow like other drivers or Limitless, it's not something that could be avoided. Cam is doing a great job as our commentator. He's been doing a great job for the last couple of seasons while he's been in, but unfortunately he just had to go away, so yeah, he's a great lad though. So, unfortunate for him, he wanted to be here, but he just could not stay, unfortunately. Right, here we go, Baku! Penultimate round of this 5-lap championship. Yeah, Zenvious, we are both called Cameron, so it can be a bit confusing actually when we're saying Cameron's doing this, Cameron's doing this, Cammy's doing this. Yeah, we are both called Cameron. To be fair, I'd like to join Cameron in the comms box more often, but the only sort of league that I'm in that he commentates on, obviously, I drive in it, so I'd rather be driving in it than commentating, but here we go. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights in Baku, here we go, and it is lights out and away we go. Let's see how we go here into turn 1. Sometimes a dodgy turn 1 further back in the field. Everybody seems to have got through it though. Let me just pull up the position change here. Oh, we've got some big gains for Mitch, for Brandon. Yeah, they've made up some big gains so far. Unfortunately for Mark, he's lost 3 positions. But as we're going through here, a lot of cars here, but all getting through very cleanly, which is good to see. Limitless made up 4 positions. Oh, and Roy's had a spin. Unfortunate. Jeff K is down 5 places as well. Fortunate for Roy. Up at the top we have Rizzard still, followed by Unbeaten Sign, and then Harvey to complete the top 3. David's chasing down with a few others. Going through the castle section. Oh, a Haas has just clipped the wall. Harvey has clipped the wall in the castle. Oh, and we forgot a spin from Rizzard. So a few changes there. Limitless has got another penalty. Limitless has got another penalty for the 2nd race in a row. That is not going to help him whatsoever. Right. Yeah, big gains from Mitch again. Another quite impressive start to this race. And Banter Brandon making up 6 positions as well already. Limitless still down in P13. As I say that, he's going for an overtake for P12 off Austin. Austin and Limitless. Oh, Austin's hit a wall and he's gone into Zatika as well. Limitless in P12, followed, no, not followed by, and in front of him is Hushrav in P11. Those two will be wanting to make up a couple more positions. Oh, there's a spin there for Alea. Just going too wide into a tight corner, didn't quite both get through. Hushrav now up into P10, Limitless 11. We've got Unbeaten Sign in the lead, followed by David, Harvey, Martin, Snoopy. Massive gains for Brandon, up 8 positions so far into P6. Great start in Baku from Brandon. As he's chasing down Snoopy for that top 5 spot. Harvey's hit a wall. He's had a few skiffs with the wall in this race so far that I've seen. Might have some damage, may have gotten away with it. Then we've got this sort of train here, Hushrav, Mitch and Rizzard. Sort of mini train. But yeah, Rizzard just being chased down by Mitch and Hushrav here. Can't help but feel like, oh, there's 3 wide. Oh my god, Hushrav has been pushed into the wall in between the pit lane and the track. That is very unfortunate for him. Tried to go 3 wide down the straight and he's been pushed into the wall there. Oh, David is up into the lead, 5 positions gained. Oh, and as I say that, he gets passed again with the DRS from Unbeaten Sign. DRS, of course, active now that it is lap 3. P4, we have Banter Brandon up 10 positions in the first couple of laps. 10 positions. Limitless up into P11, 5 places up. With that penalty, he's not going to be too happy, I wouldn't think. But it is sort of damage limitation because Hushrav has been smashed into a wall and is right at the back of the grid, so he's not going to lose anything here to his rival. Oh, a nice overtake there from Limitless, going through the castle section on Snoopy. Very nice there in a tight space. He's got AJ ahead of him. Oh, there's a yellow flag in Sector 2. Didn't see who that was for. Unbeaten Sign still in the lead here from David. Recently found out the other day, David's last name is not actually Depay. So it kind of made it a bit of a fool of myself when I called him David Depay in the interviews for the league. But here comes David. Not sure what your last name is, David, but here comes David. Down into turn 1. He's got the better of Unbeaten Sign there. Unbeaten Sign knows not to challenge it. He's got the DRS coming up for this first straight of the 4th lap. Let's see what he can do here. Can he catch up to David? David's got some good straight line speed. He's starting to catch up, but it's not enough. He's too far back there, going into turn 3. Brandon has managed to get up into the podium positions. He's taken a place off of Harvey to get into that 3rd position. 1.5 seconds behind with 2 laps to go. Can he get any more positions? Let's go back down the field now. We have Mitch made up 7 places in P5. Limitless made up 7 as well in P9. Rizzard's got a 2-second penalty in 7th. Oh, and there's a spin for Mark. That's unfortunate there. So that's another position gained for Limitless. That's going to be more points that he's taken off of Hushrav. Hushrav's sort of fighting to get back into the points position, fighting with Roy. But it may not be enough for Hushrav here after being taken out earlier on. Banter Brandon is closing down a wee bit on Unbeaten Sign, but you can't help but feel like he may lose some ground after this straight because of Unbeaten Sign having DRS and him not. Let's see if Unbeaten Sign can do anything going down this straight towards David. No, he's way too far back. Banter Brandon with a new fastest lap. He is chasing down the front 2. He's hoping to gain more positions before the checkered flag here. Let's see if he can do it on this last lap. He's not got DRS here. Yellow flag sector 1, not sure what that's for. Looks like somebody stopped on track. Unbeaten Sign still behind David. Banter Brandon's 1 second behind. Can he close down that gap before the last straight and maybe think about a move? I think it might be too little too late, even if he gets that DRS, because David's got that top speed. He's got the ground. I don't think he's going to let that overtake happen. David in first, almost pulled out of DRS. So this could be an opportunity for Banter Brandon if David can get Unbeaten Sign out of his DRS, which it doesn't look like he's going to. Oh, he has. This could be an opportunity for Banter Brandon here, as Unbeaten Sign doesn't look like he's going to have DRS. He's not. Banter Brandon 4 tenths back. Can he just drain his battery? He's catching up here. This could be big for Banter Brandon as we see David cruising towards the line, and Banter Brandon has got past Unbeaten Sign on the final lap to take home P2 from David in P1. Impressive finish there for Harvey with P4. The Haas duo in 4th and 5th. As we see, where did Limitless finish? He finished P7, so he's taken more points off Hushrav after that. Very unfortunate for Hushrav. Don't feel like it was his fault at all there for that crash. So I think that seals the win for Limitless. I don't think it is possible for Hushrav to get into him. I think Limitless has won the tournament, so congratulations to him. And unfortunately, Austin has received another penalty point, which means he has to sit out the final race in Mexico. He's going to be very disappointed with that. It's not been Austin's night tonight, but we all know that he's very fast. Well, we might not all know that, but I know that. He's very fast, so commiserations to Austin there. Just not been his night, really, I don't think. Yeah, and well done to Limitless, who has... Actually, he hasn't secured the win fully. I've just seen Banter Brandon has overtaken Hushrav here. Banter Brandon is 23 points behind Limitless, so it is still possible for Banter Brandon to win this. He's just going to need somebody to take out Limitless and for him to get the win. Big ask, but not impossible. Very big ask for Brandon, but he's been solid tonight, Brandon. Very good performance. Elimination. I didn't see what Limitless got his penalty for, but I don't think the stewards have time to remove penalties in this event. It is what it is. Maybe he didn't deserve it, but Hushrav got one earlier in an earlier lobby. I think it was Imola, which he tried to get removed, but the stewards just do not have the time between lobbies. So it's unfortunate for Limitless, but I think, barring any miracles here for Banter Brandon, I think Limitless has got that win in his pocket. But you never know. Right, Mexico, this is the final round of tonight. We will have Limitless possibly officially crowned champion, or maybe we'll have Banter Brandon come up with an absolute miracle. Right. Right, just waiting for the grid to be set up here before we go into the final race. I'm sure you all know the drill by now. Quick look at the chat. It was just a Kame, if you're really interested in comms, I have a few places I know. I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on this. But, I mean, can't really be asked. Like, got to work and college and stuff. Like, I don't really know if I want to have enough time. I mean, it's kind of fun and all for one off tonight. But I don't know. Maybe. Oh, Austin's had a penalty removed, so Austin will be racing this race. Okay, here we go. Going into the final race, Mexico. Right, here we go. Last race. 2 hours into the session. I mean, 2 hours, that's not that bad. I mean, the last one was a lot longer, I think. I think we're expecting this, or at least me and Austin were expecting this to be about 3 hours long, so 2 hours isn't bad going. Still got a decent amount of people in the stream as well. Always good to see 2060 in here. Thanks for joining me tonight. And here we go. For the last time tonight, it is lights out and away we go. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. Is it going to be clean turn one? You never know. Oh, a spin there for Rizzard. Oh, it's a big pile up there. Oh, it's a big pile up. There's a good few cars off. So, benefiting from that massively is Hushrav. That could help him secure P2, since Banter Brandon is in P9 currently. I mean, Hushrav in P5. Massive gain as well for Mitch into third in the podium positions. Massive gains there. And AJ up 7 places also into second place. What a start for a few of them. Oh, it's a spin for Austin. Oh, it's a spin. As I was saying, that commentator's curse. Mitch is now in second, up 8 places. Limitless up 4 places. 5 make that. Oh, what else is going on here? 7 places up for Banter Brandon. Again, another solid first lap for him. Getting used to that tonight. Bit of a gap forming at the front. Front two kind of pulling away a bit. Snoopy's still trying to hang on though. Still got some fight in him. But Mark, a 1.5 second gap. Can he pull that out more? Limitless currently in P8 behind Hushrav, who is in third in the standings before the race. But Limitless, as it stands, is going to be crowned the champion officially. No penalties so far for anybody. Unlucky for Roy, who's DNF'd. Unlucky for AJ, who spun and went down from P2 to P11. Unlucky for Rizzard, who spun as well, down 11 places. But Mitch, what a start he had. 8 places gained up into P2 after 2 laps. What was after 1 lap really that he'd managed to get up to P2, but Snoopy just hoping he can hold off ZTK. Sparks flying from the McLaren. Into turn 1, he's held position there. Let's have a look back in the midfield where it's a bit closer with Limitless, Banter Brandon, JFK, Zatique, Hushrat, sorry, pardon me, Hushrat, all in close proximity. Bit of a train going on. Oh, and Limitless has seen opportunity maybe from Brandon. He's touched him. Brandon just went a wee bit wide there. Let's see how this goes through this windy section of the track. Let's see if everybody can keep it in line, hitting the apexes. Yep, everybody keeps it pretty clean. Going into the DRS zone, a very short DRS zone here. Not really any chance of overtaking on there. But Harvey has got a 2-second time penalty. As we see just a DRS train forming here. See if anybody can sort of get past. Banter Brandon looks to be sniffing about JFK. Mitch is pushing lazy, just trying to get into his DRS zone up the front as well. Oh, here comes Brandon, maybe sniffing an opportunity to get into P5, or even better. Right behind these three cars, Limitless right behind him as well, with Hushrav not far away. Brandon makes a move, goes up the inside, can't quite make it stick. McLaren of Snoopy in front of him, just sort of helping him to block off JFK here. He's made up the position, looks like he's made it stick. He's maybe going to go for one on Snoopy as well soon. JFK very close to the back of Brandon here. Looks like Hushrav's maybe had a spin, he's lost a few places. Yeah, he's down at the bottom now. Unfortunate for Hushrav, doesn't look like he's going to get that P2. Oh, and JFK just cut the corner massively. He's not even attempted to sort of get it there, and Limitless is sniffing about, but he's been held up a wee bit by JFK here. Banter Brandon, he's got a wee bit of a gap now to Limitless, but it's not going to be enough as it stands on the final lap. Looking like Limitless is going to win, and Banter Brandon's going to secure that P2 from Hushrav. Mitch still not able to get in the DRS mark quite. He's got a decent gap behind him. Pretty comfortable in that second place. Oh, and there's been a spin or something. Oh, it's a DNF for Austin. Unfortunate end to the evening for Austin there. Limitless just coming up behind Banter Brandon here. He's going to want to finish off with a pretty strong result. Going to want to get past Brandon here. He's done very well tonight. He's the fastest man on track. He gets past Banter Brandon on that short DRS straight. Brandon's going to come back at him here. But here we go. Mark is going to cross the line into P1, take home the last win of the night, followed by Mitch, then Zatique, then Snoop. Limitless takes on P5 from Brandon and P6. David P7, Alea P8, Martin P9, didn't see the rest of them. But GG everyone. Well done to Limitless for winning the competition. He's won the grand prize of £100. Very well done, Limitless. Driver of the day on his last race, wins the championship. Great drive from him tonight. Right, GG everyone, GG Roy. Unlucky Roy on the last race, unlucky. Right, so here is your finishing standings for the championship. You can't see it on your screen, but I'm going to read it out to you. P1 in the standings, taking home the overall win, is Limitless, who's got a 26 point gap to Banter Brandon, who's in second, followed by Hushrav, then Mitch, who overtakes David on the last race. Really solid night from Mitch. And then we've got David P5, So TK P6, Lazy but Talented P7, Snoopy P8, Austin P9. Unfortunate for him that DNF'd such a little amount of points separating those few places. Unlucky for Austin there. Unlucky for Martin losing a place or two in that last race in P10. And then P11 LA, P12 JFK, P13 Roy, P14 Harvey, and P15 is Rizzard. Right, so well done to everyone tonight. It was fun. Yeah, GG's. Well done for Cameron for trying to do the best you could for us getting the camera there on this last lap. I wasn't having a look, but I'm sure you did a great job. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. It was a fun night. My first experience commentating was quite fun. So I am going to leave you there. I'm sure Cameron will end the stream soon, once I've left. But thank you very much to Cameron for joining me for the first half, and then unfortunately not being able to join me for the second, but that is okay. Well done, everybody, and I shall see you another time.